everyone, I hope that everything is going well for you. I got a lot of requests to do the what's on my phone tag, and from what I understand, it's basically like I show you the apps on my phone, and I feel like this may be disappointing because it's pretty standard. Okay, so that being said, I think I'm just gonna show you what's on it now. And so this is my phone. When I turn it on, my screensaver is of my baby sister on Easter, and here's my home screen. Everything on my phone is organized by color. So over here I have the standard Apple apps, and then I have Uber, which I think is a great way of transportation. Canon Connect app, which basically allows me to transfer pictures from my camera to my iPhone without a cord, so that's pretty cool. I have the Reminders app, and I have a notification, which means I have to do something. I also have the Photos app, the Game Center, and I have the Amazon Shopping app. Here I have Instagram. My Instagram name is rachel.fm. I'm just totally gonna self-promote right now. Then I have the Goodreads app, which is really cool. It's for the website Bookreads, and it just basically has book recommendations, and you can keep track of the books that you've read and keep track of the books that you want to read, so it's really cool. Then I have Squareready, which I use sometimes for Instagram. I used to use it a lot more. And in here I have a lot of the navigation apps. I have Google Classroom. I have Patreon if you want to support me on Patreon. I'll put the link in the description, more self-promotion. I have Google Chrome, some navigation apps. I have the Photo app. Which I don't use. A good friend made me get it, and I don't use it. I have nothing posted. Then I have the game app Skyward, which reminds me of the game Monument Valley, which is an amazing game and I highly recommend it. I have Shazam, which is an app that basically if you tap a button, it listens to the song playing in real life, and it tells you the name of that song, which is really cool. And I also have Udoodle, which is an app that allows me to draw on pictures, and I use that for editing a lot of my pictures. I have the YouTube app, for obvious reasons. I have the Fonto app, which is an app that lets you add text to pictures. I use that for a lot of my thumbnails. I have the News app, which I don't use as much, but I do like to look at news about astronomy and politics and that sort of thing. I have the Depop app, which is an app that lets you sell clothes and accessories. I actually have some of my old clothes that are too big for me on this app. If you want to buy those, my username is honeybeegirl. Next, I have the app StumbleUpon, and this is the coolest app. This is a really cool app. Basically, it has interests of yours, and you put in your interests when you first get it. Like I have acting, activism, alternative rock, and a lot more other interests. And basically it will take you to a random web page about that interest, and it's really cool to find new things. I have Pinterest, of course. I'll put my username up here and in the description. I have WikiArt, which is really cool. It's basically an art history app, and you can put in your favorite artists and you can look through photos of them, which I absolutely love. I have the Clue app. I have the TED app because I think TED Talks are awesome. I have the Health app, which I don't really use, but I think I do have my medical information in there just in case of an emergency. I have the Music app, which I put all my music on. I have the app Peach, which is such a cute app. I don't use it as much as I'd like to, just because I'm really busy, but I think it's like a really cute concept. So I'll put my username on the screen. I have the Etsy app. I have SoundCloud, which is another music app. I have iBooks. I tend to use the Nook app a little bit more than iBooks. I have the Calculator. I have the Pages app in case I forgot to do an essay and I need to type it on my phone. I have Find Friends, which I don't use. I have Audible, which is for audiobooks, and I really like it because when I draw or paint, I always have to have something in the background, so having that sound is really nice for me. I have Tips, Notes. I write everything in my Notes app. And then I have Snapchat. I'll put my username on the screen. And I have Spotify, which is another music app. I have the Nook app, which I use in place of iBooks. I think it's really great. I have Surveys on the Go, which I just got and I just started doing. Then I have Messages, Phone, FaceTime, Shoebox, which is a picture storing app. I have Bands in Town, which is a really neat app. It basically notifies you whenever your favorite bands are in town. It will scan your iTunes library and your Spotify library, which is really cool. I have the Videos app, which I don't use. GroupMe, which is like a group chat app. Safari, Facebook Messenger, Mail, the App Store, Weather. I have Twitter. I'll put my username on the screen. I have the PayPal app, Xkit, which is like a Tumblr app, and then I have the official Tumblr app. I will put my Tumblr URL right on the screen. I also have the Overdrive app, which is really cool. Basically, when your library has online ebooks, you can use the Overdrive app to access those ebooks and read them and borrow them, which is awesome because I love the library. I just don't have time to drive there sometimes. I have the Facebook app, I have the podcasts app. Some of the podcasts I listen to are the Paranormal Podcast and the Campfire Podcast. I have Welcome to Night Vale. I think it's called Moth, and then I have a few others. And then I have the iTunes store. So that was it for my phone. I hope that you guys found this somewhat interesting. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Just remember how amazing you are and how incredible you are. I love you. Bye.